Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back to another episode of Columbia's Best Initiative Supreme Roller Ultimate, and again we are continuing our forever war against the USA here. We're slowly pushing them back in a lot of areas, so I think soon enough we'll probably be able to keep them at bay for a lot longer, but we are closing on Atlanta. Slowly but surely. Now we might want to use these stacks to take Albany, and then over here you can probably just wait at the bridgehead there. We do have some supplies there. The infantry can push forward and take the timber mills down in the south. Oh, and this stack needs to push further. I think we're going to go into the forest actually. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be better or worse for us. But, I mean, in theory we should have slightly higher defensiveness there. But apparently we're still taking a lot of damage. I suppose since we are mechanized unit, are we not? We are, so we might not be taking benefit from that. Not entirely sure how the things, or that particular aspect works, because, again, the game is not particularly good at conveying information to the player, and most of the things like that, so we're kind of left guessing. Okay, well, we're slowly pushing them out there. We're also pushing in there. Good. Yeah, you're waiting there. You should probably go get some repairs. A couple more units down here that can be pushed forward. Then we've got the artillery stacks there. Albany is... there we go. There's only one garrison remaining. That one probably could go get some repairs in the meanwhile. There we go. Well, we captured that without too much casualties, I would argue. So, let's start pushing further north then. Question is, do we want to attack Atlanta from south, which actually might be the better option? Oh, well, I suppose we can take... or destroy the garrison in Atlanta itself from south. Then we're going to attack Marietta from north. And then take the one... oh, actually, Douglasville, Marietta, Atlanta. That might actually be even better. Alright then, well, let's get started. Well, or at least let's get closer. In the meanwhile, we can probably use the tanks to clean up a bit more of the area there. We got quite a bit of infantry in here. Let's move you forward. And quite a few other things actually as well. But yeah, let's move them forward. The airbase is over there, so that's not too far away. We'll probably be able to take that soon enough. Now, I think it's time for the Crow... oh, yeah, murder crows attack Rome. Do we have... we've got a couple of crows over here. I'll leave still one defending that. I have a feeling that we'll need to pull back at least one of the crows. Or, well, one is certain, 2 or 3 is quite likely. Beyond that, I don't know yet. Of course, if we send the tanks to help with that, that should go a lot easier. Well, not necessarily easier, but faster, that's for sure. We can probably send in the infantry to attack Douglasville in the meanwhile. The more we're going to attack them, the more their approval rating of the military will drop, and then their efficiency will drop with that. And if we can get it low enough, some of the troops might start surrendering, and they're more likely to surrender as a country as well. Okay, yeah, just everyone get in there. You guys need to pull back. Okay, so that was 4 already that we need to pull back. But the garrisons are now about to be annihilated. So that's nice over here. The attack is actually going fairly well. We got another set of infantry moving in. We could probably send you to be repaired. I'll wait for a few moments for that to get out of the way. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to select these manually. We need to get into the city, because there we take a bit less damage. In the meanwhile, you could actually get down there. Okay, so we took Rome. Okay, there's a couple more crows. I'm not entirely sure if those have been built or repaired. One or the other, but it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and send the tanks down here to start capturing some of the industrial complexes. There we go, that attack is actually going quite nicely. These can be sent to be repaired actually over there. That's rather nicely nearby. Marietta is falling. I think it's time to take the infantry from here. start attacking Lagrange, and then Newnan, maybe Crippin, and then start attacking towards Atlanta as well. I mean, we've got plenty of infantry moving in towards Atlanta already. Probably want to give these a moment or two to resupply. That one needs to go back. Took quite a bit of damage there, but hey, other than that, I don't think we need to pull any of the other units back. We'll just entrench in there for the time being. We'll give you a couple of friends to hold the town in case there's in a counterattack. I doubt it, but it's always a possibility. Okay, so we captured that. We can go to Tallahassee, and then maybe push further and further. Right, well, this group can get into Lagrange first, and then Newnan. Those are going to be attacking into Marietta soon, but they might require a bit of rest first before they can push further. Not too much further, anyway. We'll probably destroy the garrison in there. Do we have more troops in here that could start attacking? We've got a few units down here that can be pushed forward. And then that's the stack over there of artillery. Let's get those a little bit closer, and I believe we started destroying the garrison in here. Lost a little bit of territory. Oh, another thing that we have done, which I forgot to show, is taken a lot of land in here. It was a bit of a costly attack at first, though. They lost one unit entirely, and a lot of units were almost destroyed because they didn't do the landing through or over sea. They just walked through here. They had to fight over here first, which they didn't even capture. They just like walked by and destroyed one of the garrisons there. There were two. And then took quite a bit of damage, but we did eventually take La Paz. And then we can now capture the remaining of that. There are some islands here, but I don't think any of them have supplies. So that's not really a problem. There's a little bit over here still that we could potentially capture. Oh, and they have tried to push through a tiny bit. I wonder if we can get the artillery slightly closer so we can bombard all the way there. I mean, it's certainly doable. It's just going to take a few moments to organize everything. Do we have supplies in here now? We got 12%. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of supplies in here now. Good. They probably have some as well, so we have to take more of the towns to the north if we want to capture everything there. Right, but let's have a look at here. Nashville. Oh, they're trying to push across the river. Well, I don't think they're going to be able to get through that. We could send in the Crows to help with that defense there, and then... Oh, that's another Columbia. Right. Was that the Columbia that I was supposed to be going towards? I don't remember. Oh no, there's Columbus down here. Right. Well, let's start attacking along the rails down there, and then these can get into... Well, actually both of the groups can start attacking Atlanta. Oh, and agriculture price is too high. I mean, that's not a surprise. Let's have a quick look. How good is the provocation situation against... So Kurdistan basically has no casus belli against us. Iran and Canada have relatively low by the looks of it. That's nice. Oh, attacking a military base. Oh, right. They're trying to attack the... Oh, no, it was probably the garrison that activated that. Alright then, well, you guys can... If we retake that... Question is, can we actually retake that? I'm not entirely sure. Newnan is going to be falling soon. I have a feeling. Oh, these are going to be moving so slowly. So Atlanta may be a bit delayed in our conquest, but I'm sure that we'll take it eventually. Right, so these... Actually, why don't we send you over there to block the railway in case they try to push from there? Because they might well try. Did we actually destroy the garrison? I suppose we did. Okay, well, let's give orders to entrench there, and then you can move back to Columbus. Looks like we are slowly taking Atlanta. Right, let's get you into the forest. And now we should be able to continue repairing the troops there. There we go. Same with you. Now we're attacking Crippen. You need to pull back, and these are still moving so darn slow. They're moving like 100 meters per hour or something like that. Okay, we could try to destroy the garage. Oh, ooh, is that? That is an industrial complex. Ooh. Do we have enough troops here for an operation? I think we do. We can send. We'll leave a couple over there. And these can start attacking. Although this one actually needs to pull back to get some repairs over there, for example. These can keep the bridge secure. There we go. Garrisons in Atlanta are now falling one by one. Right, so did I give the orders? Oh, yes, I did. Okay, good. So we'll be destroying the stuff over there. And the infantry can maybe... We'll pull you back. Maybe we'll pull a couple other ones back as well if they try to push through there. Because they might well... give it a try or something. Oh, yeah. No, it's going the other way around, actually. Well... we caught it, for the time being anyway. How is the battle over here? Not that one. The other one needs to pull back now before it's dead. At least the artillery got a shot in there. That might have suppressed them a little bit. Let's have a look. Now about there. It's still 51.9%. But they still have a relatively high approval rating. We can bring in the artillery to the timber mills. It's not particularly high supply area, but still a steady flow of supplies there. Well, flow might not be the correct word, but steady trickle of supplies. Let's just put it that way. Alright, let's send in this infantry group to attack there. We've already basically cleared that one up. There is going to be the marine and a lot of garrison actually. We'll take that and then, if need be, pull back the entire group. Actually, we do need to do that. It's going to be way too much garrisons in there to be able to break through quite yet. But at least we captured that. Got a few crows down here that have been repaired now, so we can probably use them to attack, well, first Dalton, and then Chattanooga. Assuming that's the way it has pronounced. Probably not. Okay, so advanced laser rifles is still 27 days away. Are we? Oh, okay. Resource efficiency isn't quite all that high. Well, we got the troops in that tile now, so we should be able to move a lot quicker. There is going to be 4 garrisons and that bloody tank that just pushed past us. Well, we destroyed the tank. And we can probably get that industrial complex and then start attacking from south against Lawrenceville. That should be fairly good. We'll probably send that tank to be repaired, and then we've got quite a bit of infantry in here to attack into Chattanooga. Because that is a... oh, hold on a minute. What? No, 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 no. You don't want to go through there. I don't want to engage another garrison at the same time. Okay, that one needs to pull back already. There's a lot of combat though. Right, is there anything going on in here? No, not really. And we did capture everything there. We haven't actually pushed through all of this, retaken the sea zone, but the problem is that there's no supplies around here anyway, and we can't build more. Or we can't build anything there because of the lack of supplies. That's kind of a problem. Right, so we've got a few options here. We're going to start pushing towards Florida, which would be probably relatively easy to capture. I mean, there's a lot of urban areas, so we'd need a quite significant stack to actually push through everything, but they don't have a lot of barracks there as far as I know, and they don't have that much garrisons in there probably either. So, like, it would be time consuming, but it wouldn't be difficult, I would argue. Okay, so we destroyed the garrison there. As soon as we get rid of that one, we can start pushing in. And from the south, we can already start pushing in. So there's going to be a total of 8 garrisons at the same time, plus that 1 marine. And these can start pushing in. Oh, okay. Almost lost a unit there. That's going to be destroyed most likely, isn't it? Yep. But you at least survived. And Chattanooga, yeah, the garrisons are quite strong there right now. Oh well, they were quite strong. Not really much anymore. Okay, you need to pull back into Atlanta. You can get in there. Probably get you into Griffin. And you get a bit of a sack against Macon. You pull back from Rome. Entrench there, and we're going to send in the crows into the town as well. Tanks can push back, or pull back rather. And is that is an industrial complex? Okay, so that means that the garrisons in there are going to be destroyed really quickly. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to send in the crows, at least 5 of them, to attack there. These 2 need to go get some repairs, and so does the Green Beret here. How quickly are we resupplying here? Not very quickly. Halfway supplied now. Give it a few more hours and we could potentially do another wave of attack on Dalton. That should be enough. There we go. Because we have no one defending the flank over here, so we'll probably need to get some tanks in there. We are having some troops defending that. We can probably get you into that area there. The unit and Atlanta should probably pull back to be repaired. Question is where is it going to be heading? I don't know. Probably down there actually. Oh no, down here. Get some more troops out of there, and yeah, what we probably need to do is we need to take Macon and all that. We did take Atlanta at least. And I suppose we do have... Actually, let's take the crows from here. So we can have a stack of crows still attacking in this region. We have resupplied the tanks here, so that's good. We've got 5 tanks. Not in full strength, but good enough strength for the time being. So let's entrench you there and gather up the troops. So what we'll do is we'll send these to the industrial complex and the tanks attack from the outside. It's not a massive garrison, so this should be going rather quickly. Well, there's still the marine there, but that's not really a problem by the looks of it. Now, let's have a look. Are we still selling everything? Looks to be that way. Industrial goods, we're not selling a lot. We're basically gaining no money from there. We're gaining a little bit, but it's just kind of a pittance, really, in comparison. Which means that we kind of had 2 options. We can either increase the quantity that we produce, but I mean, how many are we selling? 4,400 per day right now. We got a massive stockpile to be fair, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lower the production of this to be something like 27,000, like basically producing more or less what we need. And then we're going to just start selling some of our stockpile there, like we'll sell in, I don't know, 200,000 tons. It's probably going to drop the market price quite a bit, since we are not going to be selling much otherwise. Anyway, so it shouldn't really be that big of a problem. And it's also going to give us a bit more cash reserves. I mean, we still have almost 10 billion. It's not really that desperate situation. Let's get some more anti-air guns closer to the front, because they've been left behind a little bit. Then maybe some of the artillery as well. Somewhere around there. Okay, so what we have here is 4 industrial... Oh, actually, speaking of industrial complexes, I know that there was some places that I wanted to capture. For example, Hastings over there. Then there were a lot of industrial complexes down here that we do need to capture. And there we go, we got 11 billion again. We'll take that one. We'll probably take another one in the meanwhile. Oh wow, that went quick. They still have this 1%. Oh, where is all that firing going? Oh, down here. Well, that's part of it anyway. I'm sure that there... Oh yeah, there's some planes down here. Oh, that one's shot down. Got some artillery over there. So I think Nashville is going to be our next target. Hold on. It was... Oh right, yeah, I was over here where the airbase is. We might want to take that one first before we go too much further elsewhere, just so that we don't forget that, and secondly, that, we can make sure that they can't have air units in the region. Because that, I think, would be quite helpful. Okay, Gainesville is going down rather quickly. I mean, we're taking a little bit casualties over here, but nothing too terrible. Sending the tanks down there. We can probably send in the crows to attack there. There we go, Gainesville has been more or less captured. Well, we haven't actually sent anyone in there, but I think what we're going to do is we're just going to continue all the way to Athens. Suppose you could go and capture Gainesville in the meanwhile. Or you. Okay, there we go, we captured it. Don't need to actually go inside there. There we go, so one of these needs to go repaired. Actually, probably two of them need to go get some repairs. The rest of them, it's going to take 1, 2, 3. Capture that one. Wait for a few moments. 4 can go in there. So we got a full stack, essentially. Is that industrial complex? That is. Okay, well, we'll go and capture that. They are using their bombers quite effectively. Oh wow, we actually took so massive damage in there. It was probably just the bombers though. So we can send in the units back, although that Green Beret is going to be dying. Yep. Have we got on the... We have got on some of the Patriots down here. We can move them into Atlanta. That's going to give us the range to actually shoot down the planes a bit sooner. Hopefully. Okay, these tanks have run out of supplies. Let's move them back. Got some... Oh no, that was an enemy plane there. Right, you need to roll back. Do we have any troops to send into that meat grinder right now? Not really is the problem. Not in this region anyway. We've got a little bit over here. That will need to go get some repairs. I don't even know when this stack was spread out there. Or why it was spread. But it was. Okay, so we did get the ship down here. Let's go ahead and load the units from there. Because I have a cunning plan. Which is we could do a landing down here. Question is there going to be enough to capture any of the garrisons there? Or destroy any of the garrisons? Not necessarily. However, if we were to drop them here... Now, I don't think... There's probably not really a way to get through there. What I could do is just go ahead and unload the troops over there. Then load the troops from here to take Freeport. And then we can use those 2 stacks to land in here. And the others... Actually, instead of going to that port, go to Havana. So we're getting a little bit of troops there at least. And these ships were repaired. We could probably start moving them in to start destroying some of the troops in Florida. Okay, so this attack was a bit of a failure. I mean, at least the reinforcements have now arrived. So that's good. Do we have any crow stacks or anything like that that we could use to destroy the garrisons in there? Not really. Well, we can at least get to Athens, while this entire stack, more or less, that was in here needs to pull back and repair. They took so much damage. Oh, and no, that bomber is probably going to be pushing us back, isn't it? We're going to get in there and then we realize, no, we can't actually move forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send these up north. They are going to activate the garrison, but they are fast enough to not get caught. Get in there, destroy the garrisons, and push out the planes if possible. You guys can probably entrench in Athens. Where are they? Probably a lot of helicopters down here, isn't it? Or there. Okay, you're going to be advancing through there. Ooh, we got the aircraft production in here. Now the question is, what do we want to produce in that? We could get the rotor storms. I mean, we got a little bit of those. They don't have a massive range, of course. But they're alright for the most part. We could get more interceptors, which kind of is the biggest problem that we've had. The Wrens would have a bit less damage, but longer range. Of course, we could get tactical bombers, although the bombers that we have aren't particularly great. Then we got the multi-role Banshees down here, which don't do a lot of damage on ground units, but they have a pretty decent range on mid-air targets, actually. Like, the damage isn't... No, it's average, I would say, of the units that we have. I think we're gonna go with the Wrens. Just get more and more interceptors. I think that would be quite helpful. Okay, so we did capture that town in there. There's still Lincoln, and they do have a barracks in there. Oh, and that's a river crossing. Vermont. Okay, so we are destroying the garrisons one by one, although we are taking some heavy damage in here. But so are the garrisons, so I'd say that it's pretty much even. There we go, 2 remaining. And we can take that one. There we go. So now we're taking that, and with that we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if I haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.